Podcasting.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Good Crack podcast. I'm Matt Ferrara.
And I'm Joey DeFilippis.
And we're here to tell you guys we're geeks now.
Yeah, we're geeks. We're actually heading up to Ottawa after this.
Yep, we're going to Ottawa. We joined a traveling circus, and we're, you know what? We're geeks.
Yeah, and you know what? We're sick and tired of, public officials doing blackface, so we're going to go join the movement.
Guys, what's going on in Canada right now is what I like to call the good fight.
Yeah.
So I didn't read too much into this, but I saw that there's a line of Canadian truckers that are protesting. What are they? Are they not trucking? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, they're not trucking, and they're protesting Justin Trudeau's use of blackface.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't even read that far into the article, but that's what I assumed they'd have to be protesting.
Yeah,
right?
It makes sense.
Because
no one's talking about it.
He didn't do it once. He didn't do it twice. I think he did it like 3 times.
He did it thrice.
He did it thrice.
So
you just love saying thrice? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Go fuck yourself.
I hate when people say words like thrice. Fuck you. Grow up.
Oh, you know words? Well, here's a word for you.
It's a fake one.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's 3 words.
Yeah, so they're out there in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
And this is one thing I want to say about Canada before we even get into the story. Just so relevant.
Yeah,
Like
awesome
they've
place.
Done so much for the world.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows and cares about their nation's history.
Yep.
I mean, like what? Like the War of 1812? Great. Who doesn't love talking about that?
Yeah.
Cool people. You got like all those great 3 or 4 shitty actors and comedians that have come out of there. They're just awesome. Like, there's not a day that goes by. And it's funny because those are our brothers up north. The Canadians love to like talk down on America.
Thank you. They love saying thank you.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, what's going on in America? You guys are doing crazy stuff down there. And I'm like, you guys are so great, Canada. It's everything that you do there is cool and people like constantly cling on to.
Oh, thanks so much.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Oh, the thing, I'm so sorry.
I really am sorry, and I just want to say thank you for it.
But it goes without saying, Canada, the epicenter for fashion, culture, movies,
Music,
television,
everything.
music. People care about Canada, and it's not some fake place that we pretend that is a part of the world's, court.
I think if you talk to any kid our age or older, what are they going to tell you? Number 1 place on the travel list? Canada. That's where I want to go. BC.
BC Bud.
Yeah, BC Bud.
Oh, no, wait. Do we have legal weed now? I guess that's not illegal.
Yeah, I guess we don't have to go.
Justin Trudeau.
Go to Montreal.
It doesn't even come up on Google. That's how you know they're hiding it. So here's one picture of Justin Trudeau dressed as like Aladdin, I think, in full blackface.
I'll throw that on for the visual.
There's another one of him doing that.
That's good.
Here's one of him.
He did
do it 3 times. I can confirm. Then there's one of him dressed up as like Prince or Jimi Hendrix or Rick James.
He really likes doing it.
Yeah,
He doesn't even just do blackface either. Like, actually, if you were gonna call it by what the word sounds like, he does blackface. Like, he uses black paint.
Yeah.
He doesn't even use brown paint.
It's actually crude.
It's like it's the color of our headphones for those of you watching the YouTube version. Like,
yeah,
it's black.
You could see it. He does. It seems to put on shoe polish. So yeah,
we'll I'll throw all those images on too. They'll see it.
Good.
They're gonna see it.
The truckers in Canada, I believe, finally had enough of this, and they said we're protesting till either Justin Trudeau steps down or his podcast is taken off of Spotify.
Yeah.
Which I support.
We have already made it known that we're taking Good Crack off Spotify.
Yeah, that's the thing is people thought it was going to be an immediate thing because our podcast is still up there. It can still be found on Spotify, folks, for all of our Spotify listeners. But
they're going to be removing like over 4 episodes.
Eventually, I think we agree
from Spotify just for like
somewhere down the line.
Yeah,
they could remove them.
Our episode with Michael Malice is already gone.
I think they said they're going to remove episodes. Like, we said they could remove episodes when, like, Manscaped finally had enough.
Yeah.
Like, when we're not making money off of this shit anymore, then they can take them down.
Yeah, but we just got an extension on the contract.
So, sorry, guys.
Sorry about that.
On Spotify for a little bit longer.
Code GoodCrack.
Code GoodCrack at checkout, 20% off free shipping. But yeah, I'm with the Canadian truckers in this fight. The good fight. The good crack fight.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like, let's stop doing blackface. It's time for it to end. It's been time.
I know, and 3 times Justin Trudeau. Prime Minister, let's just reiterate this. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has done blackface 3 times.
And he hasn't even done it in like an entertaining fashion. Like he should do it at the UN when they're going to meet with like, the Prime Minister of Africa or
He did it
something.
for like fucking parties.
Like that would be a kick. But he would do it for parties with all of his friends at whatever college he was at in
And you
Canada.
know all he has to say about it? Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Rick.
Sorry, Rickster.
And that's just the way she goes.
That's just what she wrote.
I
on
wonder if what's his name? Ricky's father. What's his name?
Oh, fuck, I can't even.
Ray. Ray was a trucker.
Yeah.
The way she goes, the way of the road, Bubs.
I bet he's
there.
protesting.
He's there.
Yeah.
You know?
Sorry.
He's like, I'm making, $600 a year. I got my own place, Life is fucking good, buddy. Life is fucking good. So help me God. So help my fuck.
So help my fuck. What is going on, Skev?
Not much, dude. Just chipping away. Another day in paradise, as they say,
Yeah.
And I woke up this morning and I was glad to be alive.
Yep.
And then it took me 2 hours to get out of bed because I'm happy.
Because you're a happy person.
Yep.
That's good. What was your week like?
My week was, I'm unemployed now.
How has that been? It's your first full week?
Yeah, it's my second full week. Yeah, it's good. It's nice when you end the week off knowing you made $0, which is fun. It's fun. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps life interesting,
It's cool, though, because then the math becomes easier. Like,
yeah, 0 plus 0.
Income.
Yeah, is 0. 0 times 0.
You got to do the gross and net. You got to take out what you're spending.
Right, so it's like negative, like
so
$300,
$300 a week.
Yeah. I will say I picked up a little videography gig tomorrow, so I'll have some money coming in this week.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm shooting a live performance for music. A pretty big artist. I won't say who, just because I don't want to But yeah, they got like 600,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
I didn't even know about it.
Should be cool, yeah.
I'm hearing about this for the first time on air.
We got to keep some surprises for the show.
What do you do during the day since you're unemployed?
Well, my day goes like this. My alarm goes off at 8:30.
Oh, so you're still waking up that early?
I snooze it till 9:30.
Okay.
I'll lay in bed from 9:30 to 10. By 10, I'm out of bed. I'll hit a workout,
Pump.
Every day there's a workout. You got it. If I don't do that, then I'm really gonna go crazy. So I get it out through the workout.
Is there any Popeyes down the line?
No Popeyes.
Good.
I've been eating very clean, eating very healthy, working out because I felt like if I'm not gonna work, that's the least I can do.
We haven't had any sea moss in a while. Are you back on your sea moss?
No, I need to get more moss.
I think you and I should just finally bite the bullet and
start making it.
Producing our own sea moss.
Yeah, but you know what? We'll keep ourselves out of the culture and not be culture vultures. We won't be selling it.
Oh,
Because that's a thing now. There's some people in New Jersey that, in our area that are becoming like the kings and queens of sea moss, and they're like white Irish kids,
What? But granted, sea moss is ancestrally Irish.
Yeah.
There's Irish sea moss, and then but listen, Irish and Caribbeans, fair game.
Yeah.
The second you got any wop slinging sea moss,
And I think a few of them aren't Irish, but you know what I'm saying, where I'm kind of like, you're reaching right now.
We should start making Italian sea moss, and we give it to people. It's just frozen tomato sauce.
Yeah, it's ragu.
Here you go. Is your sea moss?
Take 2 tablespoons of that a day. You're gonna get 96 out of the 104 vitamins and minerals that your body needs. And
our clients like this just seems to be bolognese sauce. This seems to be spaghetti bolognese in a jar.
Oh, so what? Because I'm an Italian guy, you think that I'm scamming you. So not only do you think I'm lying because I'm Italian, you think I'm scamming because I'm Italian?
Well, you think because it's red sea moss and there's a couple noodles in there that it's not fucking sea moss gel, but instead some type of leftover spaghetti that I'm just slinging for 50 a jar?
Yeah.
Is that what you think?
You know what? Anyone who uses sea moss knows it's very popular to mix it with elderberry, with bladderwhack. We do a purple sea moss mixed with a pinch of tomato and linguine.
And what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
You're still getting your fucking vitamins and nutrients.
Dr. Sebi approves.
Everybody knows that spaghetti's got plenty of vitamins and nutrients.
Yeah, so watch your back.
I'm making my own kombucha. It's called kombucha. You know my buddy Vinny Bambucha. He's making kombucha bambooch. Oh, Tony Kombucha.
Tony Kombucha, hey, yeah, I'm taking care of my gut health. What do you mean?
What do you want from me? My gut biome's fucking out of whack. I gotta get some probiotics.
Come on, I got a couple billion right in this thing.
Are you kidding me? I can't eat Activia. I look like a fucking Buddha. I need some fucking kombucha.
Oh, drugs.
Oh, dude, it would be kombucha. And it would be sambuca flavored.
Kombucha, yeah.
Sambucha. Oh, after we have the espresso, can I get a little shot of kombucha? You know, put the 3 espresso beans in. I need a little kombucha to settle my stomach. A little kombucha.
I'll be glad I did it in the morning.
Oh, I need some kombucha for my belly. I wake up bad anytime I have the clams here.
But yeah, so no moss right now. We're going to get back on the moss.
So you wake up, you have your breakfast, you get your fucking pump in. What else do you do?
Then, you know, I read, I'll write, you know, I'll you know, if I have to do anything for the pod, I do that, you know, whatever. And then, you know, after doing a bunch of bullshit for a few hours, 3 o'clock rolls around, and I'm off to the village
To Manhattan.
to do mics. And then it's open mics until, you know, 8 or 9 p.m.
And then we get on stage for 5 minutes and go, hey, anyone dating here?
Anyone on the apps?
I'm on the apps. I'm on the apps. You know.
I'm on the
I
apps.
was on the apps once.
Yeah.
And I met this crazy bitch. Turns out, golden retriever. Can you believe that, folks? Thank you. That's my time.
That's my time. Give it up for your host.
Give it up for your host.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what it's been. You know, it's fun. It's debilitating. It's great. It's terrible. It's everything good and terrible and bad in the
It's
world.
very European
It's
of you.
very European.
Do you ever wake up any morning and do a big European stretch and go, oh,
Yeah.
I think I'll have a bowl of cream for breakfast.
And 8 to 12 sausages.
I think I might have some heavy cream with the side of maybe 1 little shot of espresso, but 2 cups heavy cream maybe. Maybe a couple of cigarettes.
That's pretty much what my life is. That's
Walk
what my
around
life
in
is.
one of those really long puffy jackets with sunglasses, smoking cigarettes with a dumb fucking beanie on, walking a little dog going, oh, it's 2 o'clock, today's so hard for the work, such a hard work day.
Yeah. And then I bill my parents for $4,000 at the end of the week.
I will send you the invoice back to Munich.
And
It's
that's
$4,000 a week for me to walk my dog.
Dude, I like honestly, that's like one thing I've been thinking about now, like that I've been unemployed for 2 weeks is,
That you're
like,
European?
I am European,
That
but
is
then,
true.
but also too, like you know, you look at these kids in New York, right? You know, you know who I'm talking about. You see them, and it's like, dude, it must be really nice. It must be really nice to just like send the invoice to mom and dad. They'll put $5,000 in the account next week. They're like, they own a manufacturing company out in Germany, and you see them once a year, and they're kind of just like, listen, give them the money. Cause
That's the
die.
worst, because those are the real people that are like the typical NYU, like Columbia abroad people that just come here and live rent free. Like they're having totally
Nice
finance.
spot in Soho.
Then there's the Americans that do that they're getting everything paid for by their parents. But then, and I don't know if I'm going to sound like some corporate shill for saying this, I have a job, you know? And you had a job.
I had a job, yeah.
You were a hardworking individual. You paid taxes. I paid taxes.
Mhm.
It seems like a majority of the people we cajole with in New York City, or just meet at a bar around a happenstance, are unemployed and somehow are able to pay New York real estate rent prices and afford food and drink.
Which is not cheap either. You know,
What do
like,
you mean? That's a whole
a
other
few
rent
beers,
itself.
out, you're spending more than 20.
If you want to go out every week, at least twice a week, to have drinks or food at a restaurant or bar in New York City,
$100 every week.
think about that, dude. It's probably like $150 a week if you were like a real New Yorker citizen.
That's low end. That's really like 150. You think about it, you'll spend like 150 like the night, and you'll do
Yeah,
2
for
nights.
sure.
You'll
I'm
spend
talking like
300
real
on
going
the
out,
week.
for sure.
You know.
And then you do that 4 weeks a month. That's a whole other rent on top of the rent you're paying.
Yeah.
So my question is, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, who are your parents? Can they fund me for, until I find a job?
What is going on?
And by the way,
I have a good paying job, full time, and I still struggle for money.
and me saying that's a call to action. Employ me.
Employ Joey, guys.
You need something in the creative fields, employ me. You need something in marketing, employ me.
This is why we became geeks.
Podcast
Joey doesn't really know the whole geek thing yet. It's a bit of an... Actually, the majority of people listening to this.
No one knows, probably, except for like one or two.
If you saw Nightmare Alley, you wouldn't really know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
But Joe, what a geek is, like, right now you'd be a prime candidate for a geek, right? Because you're unemployed. I wouldn't say you're down on your luck, but let's say we go.
I'm not down on my luck.
And let's say you start drinking, right? And you come to me and you say, hey, go ahead, ask me for a job.
Hey, man, I know I haven't spoken to you in a few weeks. I kind of been, down on my luck is all.
Mm-hmm.
But, I hear you got that job opening at your company. You think you could help me out, give me a job, man?
I'd love to help you carny to carny, but I got nothing. We're full up on hacks, man. We got nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I saw you guys posted an opening.
Nope. Been filled. We got nothing. I'm sorry, fella. It looks like you're going to have to hit the road empty-handed. I'm sorry. Door's that way.
And then I walk out the door.
Hold on a second before you leave. I got something I could give you.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Well, listen, you like to drink, right? You hit the bottle.
Yeah, sure.
Take a shot right now.
All right. Well, hey.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow, that tastes like battery acid.
I don't take the shot.
Why didn't you? Hey, you should take your shot.
You don't notice that, but just for the people. You don't notice that because you're a dirty, grubby drunk.
All right. Gee, Gilligers, that tastes like battery acid.
Listen, we're looking for a new geek. Just someone to rile the people up. Bite the head off a couple chickens. Bite the fucking head off a chicken.
All right, yeah, I mean...
I'll keep you food.
You mean figuratively
I'll give you a hot meal, a warm pillow, stay dry, and I'll let you hit the bottle a couple times. And guess what? It's only temporary.
All right, well, hey, temp works.
You take that job?
Yeah, I'll take it, man.
And then what happens is Joey doesn't know that the liquor I've been giving him has drops of opium tincture in it. He becomes even more of a junkie and an alcoholic. And we cage him up, and he becomes a subhuman that bites the heads off of chickens until he eventually dies of malnourishment. And I got him in because I used these keywords. And this is what I want every young business professional to remember.
Get the notepad out.
When you're offering a lower underling a position that's not generally wanted and won't pay much, you let them know that it's only temporary.
Good.
And guess what? It's not. It's for life. Joey's now the geek. He's
Wow.
biting fucking heads off of chickens and shit, man.
Gee golly, man, I got a place to stay. I get to hit the bottle, man.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce the beast from the east, the wop with the mop top, Joey D. Philippus. Is he man or is he beast? Look at his legs and arms. He's a geek. Here, bite the head off this chicken, geek. And there you go, folks.
And then that's it. We make millions. Or they
That's
make
the
millions
path.
off my back.
For all you unemployed individuals in Manhattan, no matter how rich your parents are, because guess what? They're going to die one day.
And they're going to leave you millions.
And guess what? When they leave you millions, I'll be there as an estate attorney saying, actually, that money was left for me.
I think I'm going to make a versus game challenge of like, are these kids actually rich themselves, yes or no? And I think I'm going to just clean up shop.
Oh, on us?
No, like on the kids who do this type of stuff like that we're talking about.
I thought you were going to say...
Or, young people, not kids. Whatever.
On us. And I'm sure a lot of people like, yeah, they probably come from great families. They're rich. And then they would be sadly mistaken.
We're working class.
We're working class boys. And I can't
Working
speak
class
for Joey.
wops, man.
I can't speak for Joey, but I know I've looked down my whole family tree, and I got no grandparents, parents, great uncle that are going to leave me my fortune.
Oh, no, you could speak for me too, man.
I'm going to do it all by myself because I'm a salt of the earth kind of guy.
It's because I'm self-made.
I have some friends.
Self-made.
You hear friends every once in a while, like, yeah, like my fucking aunt just died. Left me $1 million. I'm like,
Must be nice.
that's wild.
Did you like her a lot?
No,
I barely saw her. Oh,
she
well,
just
hey.
didn't have a functioning uterus, so she left me all of her money.
Well, hey, that's
Oh,
nice,
wow.
man.
That must be nice. You mean you start off your life with a cool mill in the bank so that anything you do kind of goes without any real stakes, while me having to choose my jobs and career choices and living expenses is life or death?
Yep.
Wow. Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Guys, roses are red, violets are blue. Don't let pubes wreck you. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and our sponsors at Manscaped are here for you with the best tools to get your balls ready for the special occasion. This V-Day, it's time to join 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming, with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use code GOODCRACK for 20% off and free shipping. That's code GOODCRACK at checkout for 20% off and free shipping.
Guys, Valentine's Day, talk about a day clean balls are important. If there's one day out of the year, if you don't want to listen to us, that's your prerogative. But if there is one day out of the year that those balls better be clean and fresh, it's Valentine's Day. I don't care if you're not seeing anybody on Valentine's Day. Give yourself a nice, honest jerk with clean sack. But if you are seeing somebody, the clean balls are huge and it's important. I mean, listen, the holidays flew by. Were you taking care of your sack during the holiday season? I hope you were, because Valentine's Day is just a week away.
It's crazy.
2 weeks away. Something. It's a week and a half.
I think it's a week and a half.
But guys, the point that I'm making is get yourself the Performance Package 4.0.
Guys,
you know?
listen, you're
You're
gonna
gonna
want to
get
do
good
this,
products.
and I hate to cater to our male audience, but for this one time I will, because Valentine's Day is hard. Because you know what? A lot of you guys are single this Valentine's Day, and you're like, what do I need a Manscaped for? I don't got a woman to show my hairless cock to. Let me tell you something. There's a subsection of females out there that are painfully single because they're awkward and they usually played, field hockey or softball in high school. And they like to do this thing every Valentine's Day where they say, it's Galentine's Day. You're going to see it all over Snapchat and Instagram. You're going to see it all over social media. Galentine's Day, I'm out with the gals. And all those girls are a couple of lasses that are just desperate for some cack, Yep. They're really sad about it, and they want to make it seem like they're not. So them and their friends go get some charcuterie, and they all face a bottle of rosé wine.
Yeah, and they drink the problems
And
away.
listen, I want you to be that special guy that infiltrates that group when they're out slutting it up at a bar, just trying to act like they're happy being single. And you roll up and say, you're single on this Valentine's Day too, celebrating a little Galentine's Day with the friends? That's nice. I'm single as well. Next thing you know, this girl's sucking on your tongue in a West Village basement bar. You go back to your place. You're going to want to pull down your pants and unsheath that cock and make sure it's hairless with the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. You want it to be smelling good with the ball deodorizer. You want your ears and nose trimmed with the weed whacker. Your Manscaped product will help you in any sense when you're ready to go balls deep on some desperate bitch who's out with her friends on Valentine's Day.
And that's why I am declaring February 13th National Shave Your Balls Day.
He did it, guys. It's declared.
Happening.
He did it.
It's happening.
It's happened.
And guys, if you get the Performance Package, which we've mentioned a gazillion times in the past, you're going to get 2 free gifts with it. You're going to get a travel bag and anti-chafing boxer briefs along with that Performance Package.
The boxers are amazing, dude. They're so soft.
And guys, also don't forget to smell good not only around your balls, but all over with the new Manscaped Signature Scent Cologne.
Cologne.
New product alert.
New product alert.
Wow. Yeah. So guys, you're going to go to manscaped.com and you're going to use code GOODCRACK at checkout for 20% off and free shipping on your order. That's manscaped.com and you're going to use code GOODCRACK, GOODCRACK, at checkout for 20% and free shipping.
Guys, your balls would thank you. And so will those dumb bitches on Valentine's. So will those dumb softball whores. I'm sorry, guys.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Hey, is that position for the geeks still open? Hey, man. I need a little bottle. You ever think about how fun it would be? I think me and you said this the other day. We were walking down the street, coming from our 6 p.m. mic, where we did some comedy, and we saw a homeless man. We see this homeless man quite
I know
often.
exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about, yeah.
We see him all the time on the same
We're
corner.
not going to say what bar he's at.
Yeah. But the reason I recognize this homeless guy is for the last 2 months he's been saying Happy New Year's, and I'm like, sir, it's been 2 months since New Year's. Thank you for the sentiment.
Yeah.
But, he's a homeless guy, down on his luck. God bless him. God, But Joey had mentioned that he saw the guy
Yeah.
at this bar that we frequent, and you said you saw him there all day. He
Yeah,
was there
like
for several
he
hours.
was like I had to be there early for a thing I was doing there, and like around like 3:30, and he was in there and he was sitting with a few people that I presume to be regulars, and he was just having drinks, and then around 5 o'clock I was done with what I had to do there, and I left, and he was still there, and then I went to go do a 6 p.m. mic at a different place, and when we left that place, he was on the corner of that street asking for change or singles and just wishing everybody Happy New Year. And I said, wow, that's a good scheme. Like, he just goes out to the bar.
It's not even that good of a scheme.
It's
It's pretty simple. Pretty binary.
But it's different. What homeless people do you see do that often,
I
Like,
mean, I would
he's
assume
in the
that's what
bar.
all of them are doing.
No.
Well, they're buying
He's friends-
bottles.
They're buying bottles to go sit on the sidewalk. He's in there mingling with, like, he's a regular at this bar.
He's
Like,
a
everyone,
wino.
they know him by name. So he goes in, he mingles, has a good time, buys some drinks, and when his pockets are empty, he's like, guys, I'm going to go do some panhandling.
Back on the ask. Back on
Yeah.
the take.
And then I'll be, listen, 2 hours, I'll probably get together $20 in 2 hours. I'll be back for a few more drinks.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, yeah.
and repeat.
I think-
Rinse, cycle, repeat.
What do you think that life would be like if you're just like, I'm going to choose to be an alcoholic, nothing else matters, and all I got to do is put together the money? I mean, I would say there's probably a lot of people that live that way.
Yeah.
I compare it to the myth of Sisyphus,
Mm-hmm.
which is a Greek or whatever the fucking goblin.
Yeah, and you said that the other night.
That's the Greek fable or tragedy of the titan or the god who is very strong, and he's cursed, or I don't know why he does it, but he's forced to do it, where he rolls this giant stone up a mountain every day, and he's got to get the stone to the top of the mountain to be freed. But when he gets there, it always rolls back down.
And that's alcoholism.
But you know what? I thought
And
about
drug
it,
addiction.
and that's kind of just life.
Yeah.
We could paint pretty pictures on it and say, oh, look, I got a job, I got a house, I got a wife, I got kids. But all you're doing is you're rolling
it
the
up.
stone
Yeah.
up every day, and it's going to roll back down, and you're
Yep.
going to wake up tomorrow and do the same thing. So wouldn't you say that guy's kind of got it made, because he's just condensed that into such a
For
small,
one
simple
single stone.
thing.
Yeah.
Got to get my money, got to get my booze, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, but
Good for him.
you know who I really think has the upper hand is, people of the anti-work movement. They don't even have to roll a stone.
Yeah, well,
They just take a brisk walk up the mountain, get to the top. I'm up here, man, and then they take a sled down to the bottom and wake up and do it again. But it's like a nice walk. It's like a nice hike.
well, what it is, it's not even that. They have this stone, and they got to get it to the top of the mountain, where most of us are rolling it up, and then it's rolling back down. That guy gets mommy and daddy to get a little fucking lift that takes it up for him while he takes a nice brisk hike up there.
I was going to say that, or mommy and daddy hire an excavating company to turn the stone into a pebble. And they just stick it in their pocket every morning and they walk up the hill.
They turn it into a nice piece of jewelry that they could wear around their neck.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, anti-work. What a great movement.
I don't even
I'm
know.
a part of that movement now.
At the moment.
At the moment.
I wouldn't say that you are, though, because you are what
No,
I like to
I'm
call...
not. I'm joking. I'm not
You're,
actually.
you're a big old hustler, Joey.
I am.
You
I
always,
hustle, man.
you always got... So you're on the take.
Always, man.
You always got something lined up. You're not unlike this fellow from
No.
the film Nightmare Alley.
No.
Stanton Carlisle.
I stay hustling. All I know is hustle, man.
Me and you we should have tried, like, I don't know if it's too late or too early, but, like, maybe if things go really bad or really good, I don't know, you and I could try going on the take and becoming real grifters and scam artists.
Oh, dude, I would be good at that, man.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Absolutely.
just too morally intact to do
Yes,
something
yes,
like that,
I
but I
wouldn't feel
always
good.
said that our friend group could either A, be incredibly successful scam artists, or B, and I think this is even more so, incredibly successful cult leaders.
Yeah, that's another one.
You know what I mean?
I've talked about that so many times.
Because at
with my
least,
friends.
like, when we're conning, like, people can know, like, oh, it's about money to con. Like, there's, like, we have to kind of be presenting some type of product that we're going to scam them with. But cults are great because you just make up whatever gobbledygook you want, and you just find the most mentally deprived individuals
Yeah.
And you just gather
And you
them
just
up.
stand on that moral high horse of like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't care about the money.
Yeah.
I care about saving
Neither
individuals.
should you give us it all so
Yeah.
that we could fund the movement.
Yeah, don't you want to fund the movement?
We would wear big, like, yellow aviator glasses, like the lenses would be yellow.
Yeah.
And, like, I think you would probably have to be the one to grow it a ponytail.
Yeah.
Could you do that?
I could,
I
yeah.
remember you used to have long hair, but it was never that long.
Yeah, but I could grow it that
Alright,
long.
you grow out a man bun, and I would be like, maybe I'd go balding at that point,
Mm-hmm.
and I would be lathered up, and like my cell would be a lot of jewelries, and like I would dress sharp, and I'd have like, you know,
I think we could set something up where we play good cop, bad cop. You can be dressed like that, and you can come off as the dick, right? And everyone's like, dude, he acts like a king, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll be dressed down. I'll dress like a hipster. I'll look like one of the people from the dive bar in Bushwick, and then I'll come in and be like, hey, man, listen, I know how he can be.
Yeah.
I've known him forever.
We'd be the two same sides of the coin of the Christ
Exactly.
figure. You would be the good side of Christ,
Exactly.
and I would be the benevolent
New
side.
Testament, Old Testament.
I would be fire and brimstone.
Yep.
You would be lilacs and daisies.
Yes.
Listen, folks, we would go out. We'd have to leave the city. I think we probably could pull it in the city because let's be honest, folks. A lot of you fucking idiots are already pretty mentally
Yeah, well,
disturbed.
we would have to build it off of, like, social movements because then we would be like, hey, man, you know, I'm just spitballing here. Like, how many lives has Black Lives Matter saved? And then they'll be like, a lot. And then, like, we'll be like, think about it deeper. And then they'll be like, I mean, I guess when you put it that way, like, yeah, they're doing good things, but did they, like, how many lives are they actually saving? Then we'll be like, bingo. Be like, listen, we got nothing against them. We're with that movement. But our movement, we're really going to save lives. There's going to be numbers to look at because we save so many lives.
I think you got to go broader than that. That's what makes a cult, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see what you're saying. You got to get people behind something.
Well, I'm just saying to reel them in.
But what we got to get them behind is absolutely nothing.
Oh, well, yes, but we use that as, it's like a jumping off point.
But you can even reel them in broader than that. Aren't you unhappy?
Yeah.
You know, isn't life not turning out the way you thought?
Don't you feel like you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself? And they'll be like, yeah, I went out protesting and I didn't feel fulfilled. And
Oh,
like,
that's great.
Of course
You
not.
protest, right?
Of course not.
But don't you hate it that so many people in the world, scumbags, have so much and you so little? Don't you hate it that people are getting poverty and all this? What if I told you that we're going to form a community where we live beyond that? Where we could live free of a world where money and materials don't matter. Nothing
The
matters.
only thing that matters is
Love.
the character that you hold and the love in your heart,
Mhm.
you know?
I just want to make you better.
Don't you hate the idea of signing your life off to one person for the rest of it?
You go to job to
death.
job, and it's like that old myth. What was that one joke? Sisyphus.
Sisyphus.
You all know
Syphilis.
this. Myth of syphilis.
Syphilis.
You keep rolling that stone up the mountain, but you check your cock and you still got warts down there, 'cause that's
Yeah.
just how life fucks you.
And it's how it goes, man.
But I say unto ye that you are all frauds, you see. You're all bad people because what you're doing is you're on the tank. You may be working, you may not be working, but you're still putting the food in your mouth and chomping, putting it into your belly muscles and having it come out the other end is shit.
And every day you're living a lie.
No,
Every day.
You're the good cop. You're the good cop. Let me go with the
All
fire.
right, all right.
You're all a bunch of frauds, right? Now, what I want for you is solace. But I'm not going to sit here like namby-pamby down the road at the Brooklyn Kombucha Bar saying, hey, man, it's all good. It's not all good. There's people out there right now that are poor, that are dying, that are being killed by the people that are sworn to protect us. There's governmental leaders in cahoots with the crony capitalists, fat pigs running the companies, the corporations. They're one and the same, folks. And you support that. You don't even know, even when you try not to support it, you are supporting it. Oh, you bought the fancy new plaid leather handbag that's not real leather because you don't like to support the fashion industry. Guess what the fake leather's made of? It's made of the labia of school children from the Middle East. Did you know that? So if you want to change your life around, you better fucking put all that aside and come with us. I'm sorry, I can't go on any longer. Brother Jebediah, take over.
And then I come in and I'm like, I imagine you just did this to one person, one prospect, and I come in and they're like really, and I'm like, you all right? Yeah. He can be a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say, man. Sometimes the truth is tough, right?
Yeah.
But hey, chin up now. You gotta realize, man, life is good, man. Life is good. And I know he can be brash. I know he can be tough.
I'm just looking for answers, Mr. Jebediah.
Aren't we all? And you know why he's so brash and tough, son? Because unfortunately, he had to find the answers out when he was really young. He was just a boy. Things didn't go too well. But if there is one thing that did go well, it was his quest for truth. He found that truth. And sure, he might be a little rough around the edges. He might yell. But you gotta realize, Brother Matadiah, well, he's like the father none of us ever had, man.
Yeah.
And you gotta realize, look deep inside of yourself. You know that there's a light in there. And sometimes, well, you just need someone to flick the switch on all the way. And hell, if he can't do it for you, just know I'm here. I know I can.
I think I'd like to join you guys.
You should, man. And hey, he's going to get easier to deal with, because guess what? You're going to start finding some answers too. And when you know the answers, you're going to be able to tell him what's what.
Well, I'd love to join. I think you guys are the place to be. What kind of...
Now, I have this van with me over here. I'd love for you to accompany me inside of... We're going to drive it somewhere, and we're going to do a one-on-one meditation session.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Now, I want you to leave your clothes behind, son. You don't need them.
What kind of work do you guys want me to be doing? Is there any positions open?
It ain't about work, man.
Anything temporary?
I mean, listen, let me tell you this. You're looking for work? We got nothing. I'm sorry. But you can join us. Well, actually, there might be something.
Really, anything. I mean, I'm just looking for the truth and maybe a couple of nips off a bottle.
Well, hey, listen, man. I got something better than that. They say we find truths on some of our most vulnerable journeys. This is liquid DMT. Let's take a shot together, son.
Teamsters?
Cheers. I throw it over my shoulder.
Very blatantly.
Now listen, we got something for you.
Yeah.
And hey, it's only temporary.
Okay.
Right?
Temporary, yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to give you a place to live. We're going to put 3 squares in front of you a day. We're going to give you a warm bed with a blanket and a pillow.
Sounds nice.
And a real mattress, not some stiff piece of wood and thatch. And you're going to do some things for us. But like I told you, it's only temporary.
What do you need me to do? Anything?
We're going to have you get up every morning, and you're going to roll the stone up the hill, if you know what I mean. And again, it's only temporary. And we're going to give you everything you need. There, son. Listen.
I was born for.
Hey.
I was made for.
I know you were, boy. And so was I. And so was Matadiah. And I know you might not think it through all that brash rhetoric and all, but know this. He's a good man. He cares. And boy, I'll tell you this much. He knows the truth.
What is the truth?
That it's all only temporary.
It's all only temporary.
Now here, take this knife. I want you to point it towards yourself. Right in the center of your chest. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Now when I yell 3, I want you to jump down on your stomach with that knife and let it stick right through your chest.
You think that's a good idea?
1, 3. We got him, Matadiah. Check his license. He is an organ donor. Get him.
It hurts so bad.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's what we could offer you.
That's what we could do, though. That's what we're capable of. Scam artists or that.
I know, dude. We would be good confidence men. That's where the word con man comes from. Confidence.
You know what it is too? We're just 2 great orators. And I think
Orators?
yeah.
What does that mean?
you know, an orator, someone who could speak really well.
I never heard that word.
You know,
Orator.
he's a master orator. He's a guy. He's like fucking. Oh God. He's like Philip Seymour Hoffman in The Master. You know,
Yeah.
like an orator.
Well,
He just
the guy
comes in
from,
and talks.
That's supposed to be L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard, yeah. Scientology.
Which we wholeheartedly
We believe in.
we believe in.
Yeah.
We are Scientologists.
Yeah. Science activating.
Xenu. Hail Xenu.
In sync with Mixer.
Oh, wait, put on our alien voice. Hail Xenu.
We are the last living gods.
1 billion years ago, we came to this planet in search of a brighter, beautiful world. Turns out, when you're looking for the truth, sometimes the only thing you find is that little bit of cranberry sauce left inside of your belly from Thanksgiving dinner. And it stayed behind and it's festering there, and that festering has turned into a mold. And that mold has turned into a fungus. And that fungus has turned into an idea. And that idea has crept its way up your spine and into your brain, right into your cerebral cortex. And what it's doing in your cerebral cortex is making a brand new world. And that world allows you to see beyond black and white, blue and gray. It allows you to see beyond the dollar-back bills that you put in your wallet to pay for your granddad's cancer treatment, to pay for your family's next meal. What that fungi in your brain is building is 2 new sets of layers over your eyeballs that allows you to see the truth. And what the truth is, it's only temporary. It's all only temporary. Now, Joe, when you were a young guy, you told me that you like to bite the heads off of fucking chickens, man. Tell me about that, man.
You know, as they say, it's only temporary. Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, God.
God, we have good times here, guys.
We
It's
work for a
good crack.
company. We work for a
What are we
company.
running at, Skev?
Oh, we're at 40.
That's good.
We're good.
What else could we talk about?
Dude, you know what I've been fucking thinking is
Tell
like,
me.
I
want to
really-
know.
I want us to just really go pedal to the metal on the pod again, like when we first started, you know? Because I'll tell you this much.
Don't undersell us.
No. But I mean like real pedal to the metal. Like we've been pedal to the metal, but I want us to like break the floorboard, you know? I want Blue Chew. I want Cushy Dreams. I want live podcasts. I want
I know.
I want Crackfest.
We had a big idea to crack fest. You imagine we hold a festival called Crack
The
Fest.
same week as Skankfest. We're gonna
Imagine,
take all
like,
your business.
People all like show up and they actually think it's for crack cocaine.
We just have a big problem on our hands.
So, whoa.
How the hell are we gonna entertain all these crackheads?
We're going to need at least 10 pounds of crack.
Yeah, and then be like, "Bake it at the coop at the lot, $25 spot.
I got to do it all right.
Put up the OMG, I get lazy."
Guys, life is crazy. We
Yeah.
talked about Putin last week. There was a little bit of a standstill on the border, but guess what the headline is this week? The U.S. has deployed more troops to Europe. We're looking good.
COVID's over, the war begins.
Yep. Now that I think about it, COVID never even happened.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
feel
was
like
all a distant memory. It was all a dream. I used to read What Up magazine. Okay, we're not going to do that. Omicron and Delta in the limousine. In my vaccine.
Yeah, we won't do that.
It's all right.
We need to have careers.
Yeah. We're okay on that for now, I think.
Dude, how was your week, man?
Oh, me? Boy?
Who, my? Who, my?
Me, I spent the first half of the week with let's just put it this way. My gut biome wasn't in check.
I walked into your mic the other night, like as you're telling this, like,
dude, you know what's funny about that?
I have diarrhea.
You know what's funny is like that's a true story, and like I was like wrote that down as a bit I might try out because it was honestly funny. But then everyone before me, there was like 6 comics that all just kept doing times they almost shit their pants. I'm like, oh, this will
they were by me before, so I heard it all.
Dude, great.
There was like a theme going on.
And I was like, let me try this new joke I literally just wrote, and like then I'm doing it. All these other comics walk in, totally derail the joke, and the joke didn't quite have a punchline yet anyway. But the true story is, I think there's a stomach bug going around. And I won't get into the nitty gritty, but there hasn't been much solids coming out of me. And I was getting quite concerned because it was going on longer than need be, than the usual, I'd say. So I said, you know what? It's 2021. I'm a busy man. I'll work from home today, but I don't have time to actually go into a doctor's office. I'll sign up for a teledoc appointment. I've done them a couple times over the pandemic. It's great. Usually, from the same office, they just give me a call on the telephone, and I speak to a doctor, and I say, hey, this is what's good. They say, hey, this sounds like this. Do you want us to prescribe you these antibiotics? And I say, yes, I would like that a lot. And you're good. But for some reason, this time I was sent a link via text, and I clicked the link, and it was like a video call website, and it says, join the call. Your doctor, you're in the virtual waiting room. Your doctor will be on in 4 minutes or whatever. And it had the camera option on my phone to like a FaceTime and the microphone. So I was like, all right, I'll leave the camera off. Like, I have no need for me to show my face to this fucking person. I'll just talk to him. So finally, the doctor comes on. He's an older gentleman. I believe he was like Eastern European. He had like a very like Russian accent, like, you know. And I'm like, hey, doc, how are you? He's like, hey, how are you? He's like, where are you? I can't see your face. I'm like, yeah. He's like, turn your camera on. And I'm like, oh, fuck me, dude. I'm like, all right, here's my camera. Like, I'm not. So I have it on, like, showing like half of my forehead. And then I noticed, like, he's the guy's in a doctor's office. Like, there's people around. Doesn't have headphones in or anything. So, like, I'm sure everyone around can hear this. And great, they work in the medical profession, but it's still fucking awkward. And he's like, okay, what's the matter? I'm like, I've had some diarrhea. He's like, diarrhea? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, diarrhea. Okay, like screaming. And he's like, how many times this week? And I'm like, I don't know, like a lot. He's like, how many times today? I'm like, 3 times. He's like, oh, that's a lot of diarrhea. I'm like, yeah, thanks, man. So, once again, I don't know why I need my camera on for this. And the guy gives me fucking nothing. He's like, eat rice, Pedialyte, and that's it. Then he says he's not going to give me antibiotics because that would corrupt the stool sample that he said I needed to get. He's like, you need to go to a lab tomorrow and do a stool sample. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Give them a cup full of this water shit coming out of my asshole? So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So I was like, thanks, doc, I'll eat the fucking white rice. So I started eating the white rice, got a bit better. I'm like, great, no stool sample necessary. But then he did end up giving me antibiotic anyway, but the joke was going to be that like my ex-girlfriend's mom works in the doctor's office, and I see her laughing at me, and then I'm like, he's like, what else is the matter? And I'm like, I got AIDS. But didn't quite land. But yeah, so that was my first couple of days of the week. So I kind of got my stomach in order. I drank some kombucha, started taking some charcoal pills. My mom got some hippie homeopathic gobbledygook called like Chicano root that I gave you some.
Yeah, it worked. Worked
did?
well, yeah.
So that was the first half of my week. Then I went back to the office. This is my first week back in the office. The first day I was there by myself, which was just great. Just sitting in a cubicle alone of many empty cubicles. Then I met up with you that night, did some comedy. Then I did Thursday, Mike, did some more comedy, was in the office that day. And then yesterday I worked from home and just been chilling, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. Life's good.
Life is good.
Life is good.
Yeah, we're waiting to hear back on our Scotland venue. Derek's been dodging us a bit, but...
yeah, it's not even like waiting to hear back. It's like, can you send the contract over so we can make magic happen?
Yeah, so we're doing that. I know we keep saying it, guys, but like it's always been like tentative. Like I have no options left.
Oh, no, yeah. I don't even know how I'm paying for it, but we're doing it. Like, I'm like, yeah, like we're doing it. And then
maybe,
I'm gonna...
yeah,
exposed.
Yeah, but that's different.
I'm gonna
we're gonna pay them back.
I'm gonna bleep it out.
Yeah, bleep that
little
all out.
investment from.
Yeah, just bleep that whole part out and just have them guessing what I was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're working on that. That'll be fun. We're gonna be in Scotland. 99%.
Guys, if anyone's in Scotland, August 5th through the 29th, check out our mic.
Yeah. it's gonna be the crack mic.
The crack mic. Dude, that will be fun though, dude. Because even Derek was foreshadowing it, but like, we are gonna have to do 24 shows in 24 days, which is like, I don't know about you.
It's gonna be electric, dude.
You haven't done theater in quite some time, dude.
No.
But I will tell you this.
I'm excited for it.
So
though.
am I, dude. I mean, it's.
I'm excited for.
fun.
I'm just excited for like. The best part about when you're doing that many shows, and obviously, like, I've never been in a position, it was always, like, 3 or 4 in a weekend, but, like, I can't wait for, like that 5th show just happens to be the one, you know? Or, like the 9th one, it's just, like...
And then, they're like, on the 15th, we might fuck up a line, right, but we'll have fun with it, yeah.
Like, that I can't wait for that
That's going to be amazing, but what I was going to say is this. Like, even as early as, like, high school or whatever, like, when you're doing, like, those shows, like, you did it in middle school, you do, what, 3 a weekend, right?
4,
right? So you do like the Friday night, the Saturday.
No, 3. Friday night, Saturday matinee, Saturday night. Yeah.
So 3. After those weekends, dude, I don't know about you, I was pretty exhausted.
Oh yeah.
It took a lot. Oh
yeah.
So to do 20, I mean, those are larger scale, 2-hour musicals and whatnot. So like this will be easier, but like 24 shows is a lot. Like we're gonna have to really take care of ourselves. But what I was gonna say is we could do stand up a lot on top of that.
Yeah.
And not even that. Like I just think it would be so funny for me, you, and O'Toole to be in crowds of thousands of people with our flyers just grifting, because we would sell. We're gonna make money off of this, which is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be selling tickets, and like large part of it is getting people to come see your show. And I think me, you, and O'Toole just standing around and be like, hey, Tuds, like, come fucking see how, like, O'Toole just being, like, to a native Scottish person, like, what, are you from fucking Scotland, dude? Yeah. Come fucking see our show. I fucked these guys' wives, dude.
Yeah. It's gonna be a hoot. It's gonna be a hoot and holler.
Yeah, and, dude, I don't know if you watched that video I sent you. It was, like,
I haven't watched it yet.
You should check it out, because it's, like, a guy just, like, he loves the Fringe. He goes every year and shows you how to have the best experience. And now that's why it's important to register with the Fringe, because they put your show on the app, and it's like the people that are going there to watch shows could just scroll through. And like you're kind of like, you're scrolling through 200 shows, 300 shows, so you have to pick randomly kind of. But like, imagine just scrolling through and you see the title, Hey, That's My Wife. Like, we're going to crush it.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
What else is going on? We had a Fortnite win this week.
Dude, nice Fortnite win, dude.
My first day back. My second game back.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop on the streams.
That could be another avenue, dude.
It is, man.
That's where we should bring in Tommy Holder, Leverett Tommy Holder, and Patrick DeFino.
I've just been seeing it's been a trend too among comics. I've been noticing a lot of comics are starting to do that, because it's another podcast every week. You can do like, Fortnite and Riff, or fucking play whatever games and Riff. So it's like, hey, why not? I'm going to be playing video games anyway, as long as I'm not breaking the bank to set everything up, which you're not. We have mics, we have everything. I'm like, fuck it. What's there to lose? So I'm thinking about that. You could hop on there with me. We'll have our mics at each of our houses.
It would be hilarious, because we essentially do a podcast anytime me, you, Tommy, and Patty play at Xbox anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's just 3 hours of us bumbling nonsense into the mic while we play Halo.
But I was talking to Patty a few days ago about getting that going. We're going to get that thing going. We're going to get another podcast going. Whether we do it with streaming or if we just do an actual one, we're going to figure that out.
Patty does want to do another one?
Yeah, we're going to figure that out.
Who would it be? Would it be
us and Tommy and Patty?
That would be a good fucking pod.
2 former guests, Tommy Holder, Patty DeFino, and we just, talk some crack, but 4 people.
Yeah.
And it'd be fun.
It would be crazy.
The world needs another podcast from 4 white guys, is what I'm trying to say.
And it's not even about that. It's just
it is. We're going to be talking race, politics, culture.
That's the problem.
No, we're not.
It's like, me and you, we know how to hold ourselves back, but we get all 4 of us together. There might be some crazy things said.
Yeah, we might get canceled. What
do I always say, though? If you get canceled, that means you at least had some success.
Yep.
Yep. All canceling is other people that are less successful wanting to take success away from you.
Yes, it's that simple.
Unless, of course, you're like a rapist.
Or Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Then you just get a little 2 weeks off.
Nice little vacay.
Yeah.
Guarantee you she goes on vacation.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Exactly.
You're rich.
What blows my mind is that Joe Rogan called me the N-word, and he's still going.
Well, dude, like I said, as soon as we stop making money off of this thing, we're pulling our shit from Spotify so fast.
Yeah.
I think our contract's till April now.
It's not good, man.
So if they don't renew, man, we're pulling our shit, man. We're joining Neil Young at Amazon. We're taking our business over to the small guy.
Which is like, it's a noble cause.
To a grassroots company.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah. A company that does good for the world.
For the people. That does good crack.
Yeah. You know, like, sure, their employees are juggling bottles of urine during their work shift because they can't use the bathroom. Big deal.
Who gives a fuck?
The company cares about their employees.
Yeah.
You want to know how they pay them back for juggling around urine? They get a 28-minute lunch break instead of 25.
28 is good.
That's 3 minutes of pondering.
Think about that. 3 minutes, that's where you get your chips out and you could just...
Steven Glansberg.
Steven
Yeah,
Glansberg.
literally.
I'm glad you caught that.
It's like, dude, it's like a woman.
It's like Christmas.
It's like a woman. Even after you're dead,
you
still want to rip your heart out.
I always say that.
You always say that shit, man. Jeez.
You're an organ donor. Are you an organ donor?
Not anymore.
What do you mean? You changed it?
I changed it.
Really?
Yeah.
What made you do that?
I don't know.
I was never one because...
I don't know.
This is kind of Tommy's whole joke, but like I was never one because I believe that myth that like they'll let you die.
I don't know if I believe that.
I think wasn't that the plot line to the film My Sister or the book My Sister's Keeper?
Oof, I don't know. Never
Deep
read
cut.
that.
For all of our female audience or any of our audience that's entrenched in Nick Sparks or whoever wrote that fucking book,
Yeah.
I think that's what happens.
No, I think I stopped being an organ donor. I really don't remember why. I don't remember what the motivation was, but I just remember I was renewing my license and I was like, I'm not gonna fucking be an organ
You probably
donor.
got out of a bad relationship and you're like, it's just like a woman.
Even after you're dead, they still want to rip your heart out. Yeah, that's literally what it was. That's what it was. So yeah, I'm a former organ donor.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm a never organ donor.
Never organ donor.
Fuck y'all.
Oh man. You know, I was thinking about it. I got inspired. I saw yesterday how like the Always Sunny podcast is taking callers.
Are they? We should start.
I think we should start taking callers.
Dude, we should. Could we do that right now?
We can't do it right now, but what I can tell you is this. If we can get the equipment we need by next week, which isn't much, it's just a few wires to connect a phone to the mixer. I'll download the old calling app I had when I was doing fake business, and we can just have people call that fake number and, you know, take calls.
It'll be good. We'll go live at the start of the episode
Yeah.
and just put out the number and be like, someone call in.
Yeah, and even if we don't have to go live, like, on, like, Instagram or something, we'll just, like, post it to, like, your story, my story, and the podcast stories, like, right before we start.
Yeah.
Like, we're taking callers.
Mm-hmm. That might just be good, though, because then people will see, like, we're doing something.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah, I think
Not
there's...
that we have to engage with them and just put out the number.
Well, you know, we can also... You know, who gives a shit that we're talking about it now, but who cares? You can all fuck yourselves. But what I'm saying is, like, I have my old iPhone still. I could start bringing my old iPhone, and that could just be the iPhone that's used only for, like, live.
Oh, I see. That
Because you could just go on Instagram through Wi-Fi, put a little phone tripod, and, you know, set it up.
Mm-hmm. What? Yeah, we are.
6 minutes.
Thanks, Ma. Do you want to come on? Yeah, come on.
Come on in.
We've also said some pretty heinous stuff, so I don't know if you want to show you.
This might save us, though. You know?
Guys, our guest for today is my mother. You can just come over here and pop your head in.
Okay, fix my hair.
Say hello.
Hello.
You gotta talk into this.
Hello.
Look over there and say hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Daniela, Matthew's mom, and Joey's stepmom.
Yes.
Angie's
How
gonna
is
like
everyone?
that.
Have a good day, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day.
We gotta get Don on soon.
Yeah.
Should we do? When's Mother's Day?
We should do a Mother's Day special.
Yeah. That'll be good. I mean, that's months away.
Yeah.
I got so much shit to do between now and then. I don't know, 5 minutes.
5
what do you
minutes.
need from us?
No, but I want to go out, but I don't want to see you.
All right.
Why?
Hey,
She cares.
she cares. Mom, I'm also gonna need about $5,000. And that's the show, folks. Thank you for all listening.
Yeah.
This has been the Good Crack Podcast. What are we running at?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna do an ad. You know.
We're gonna do comedy at that fucking idiot TJ Francis's mic.
Yeah, he's so fat. I heard.
Dude,
That's what Joe Senra said to make sure we said that this week. So
really?
yeah.
Joe Senra, by the way. We want to put a big shout out to Joe Senra. He'll never be on this podcast.
No.
As long as I'm breathing, that stupid fuck.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, dude, like the snowstorm, I didn't get to do the podcast," and it's like, "Yeah, you missed your shot. You're
Sorry,
done."
Joe.
Sorry, Joe.
Would have loved to have had you. Not really.
Not really.
But
We're kind of glad it worked out this way.
yeah. Or, alternatively, me and Joe might kick the bucket. Joe takes over.
Yeah,
We
said
did put
that.
in our will and testament that Joe Senra would be the sole owner of the Good Crack franchise.
Yeah, so guys, get familiar with Joe Senra because he may be coming on soon.
He's
to
gonna
take
be
over.
on soon, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
He'll probably be on next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, so yeah,
I'm
week
going
after.
to Las Vegas for the Super Bowl, so we won't be able to record it.
Las
in a normal time.
Vegas.
Maybe we should do
We're
it
doing-
live.
We're doing a Super Bowl special though.
I know. That's
So
gonna be
keep,
fun.
Keep your eyes open for
Guys,
that one.
Tune in for the Super Bowl special. We're gonna be doing the entire coverage of the game, and we're big football fans.
Oh yeah, big football fans. I don't think I haven't missed an NFL
I've
game
never
since
missed
I
a
was
game.
9.
Oh,
Yeah.
since I was born.
Yeah,
My dad, there's PBS did a special on it.
yeah.
They
So-
put me in front of the TV when I was a baby every NFL game.
Yeah, the first thing your mom and dad handed you as a child was a football.
Yep, they punted me.
Right into the woods before there was an old person's
I'd like to
home there.
come out at this time and publicly expose my parents of when I was a child. They dressed me up in this little football outfit and would toss me around the house.
It was Buster's chew toy.
I was born before Buster, and he's dead now.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Bust.
All right, guys.
All right, apparently my
We're gonna
mom's
get
going
outta
to
here.
hang around here until we're done, so
Yeah.
thanks, guys.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.